cold open.
We cornered her like the day before this crap happened. And we're like, okay, you need to tell us why you're crying. And she goes, I don't know. I said, no, we're staying right here until you tell us why you're crying. And she goes, well, I cry because I don't want to do it. And like a fuse popped in my brain. I was like, a fuse popped in my brain. I was like, a fuse popped in my brain. I was like, I didn't say it. I was like,
you little entitled.
And then after that was the day I came down on her. It's like, you need to stop this shit. This is terrible. All right? This is wrong. You need to do math.
Yeah. No.
Welcome back to BRBGaming. You're here with me, Thor.
Stubborn Pixel.
Chthonox.
Jimmy Russells.
Oh, and today we're talking about being parents, and we're talking about SBCGaming. We're here with Jimmy. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
I'm doing all right.
Oh, well, what have you been up to, man? What do you got going on?
Oh, just a couple of just some things on there. I've been really playing with the Pi 400, the Raspberry Pi 4 and a keyboard.
Okay.
It is supposed to be better than a regular Raspberry Pi 4. It is at a higher clock speed by default and can be overclocked itself. But I mean, it's just nice having a computer and a keyboard. It makes me feel like I have a Commodore 64.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
maybe.
Can that the Pi 4 be overclocked to those same speeds, or is it just like an averagely higher clock in general? I'm asking, is it an overclocked 4 in there already?
I think so. Yeah, I think so because of the way they do the heat sinks. I mean, it's essentially a Pi 4, from what I understand with it.
Are you running 8 gigs of RAM in there?
It only comes with the 4 gigs.
The 4 gigs. Okay.
Okay. Is it expandable or it's soldered on?
Yeah,
Nope,
it's
not expandable.
But I'm sure you could maybe do something with like an SD card where you put in virtual memory. That may be possible.
Oh.
Possibly.
Posiblemente.
eMMC suite storage speeds.
Well, there's a lot of really solid retro gaming devices that are on the horizon, and the single board computing stuff has just gone through the roof, even just these past 18 months. I feel like with the lockdowns and everything, a lot of us nerds that have been locked down have taken a much bigger focus at retro gaming in general and single board computer stuff as well.
You I think so too, because I'm starting to see more devices come out in a greater number. It's coming out quicker. Like, first you had the RG350P, 351P, and then the RG351M, which is the metal version of that. You had the Odroid. You just this year alone, you had the Odroid Go Advance, and then now you have the Odroid Go Advance Super, which is a much bigger screen. And the thing about that one that excites me is that it's pre-built. I didn't want to go myself. Anbernic now is starting to go and actually branch out and become a quote-unquote real company.
Well, we'll see about that.
I mean, the 350M, at least they stuck the Wi-Fi capability back in the device. So that's really cool. The screen size, the screen resolution didn't increase, but I really like seeing the Wi-Fi in there.
Well, and you have the Retroid Pocket too. That's our current love. But Taki, who we had on a guest a few weeks ago, he's now revealing this secret device that everybody's calling the 199. Have you seen this?
Yeah, which is not the Retroid Pocket 3.
No, it is not.
I did not see that one, but I think I saw something that he had about some Linux terminal device.
This isn't that. This is a new standalone handheld that's upcoming that he's been asked not to talk about since like April of 2020 that supposedly has full analog everything except for maybe the shoulder buttons. It has a huge screen and it's running a Snapdragon 800 series processor, SoC. So with an Adreno 530 in it, supposedly for an intro price of less than $200.
I think I remember hearing about that now. Yes, it was some. There was also the new, or was I thinking about the ZPG Pocket, the ZPG that had the Sony the same SoC as one of the Sony Xperia phones, an older one.
It looks, I mean, it's a similar look. I'm going to pull up an image here. It's a
Yeah.
really interesting device. It's very mysterious. I definitely want to get some more details on it.
Such mystery.
Such mystery. The Retroid Pocket 3 is confirmed, but we don't have much beyond a logo saying, "Hey, it's coming." And then, like you were saying, Jimmy, there's that Linux device, that handheld coming out. I think it's a B-Link, or it uses B-Link style specs. You know, those Android TV boxes. That's pretty cool.
There's a couple new mini handheld PCs. You know, the GPD Win 3, and then I think there was another one as well.
The Aya Neo.
That is ridiculous. I'm not dropping $900 on it, but it looks sweet.
The Aya Neo. It's going to be like, what, intro price is like, what, $700 plus others?
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to go there, you might as well get the 900 variant that has like double the RAM, double the hard drive space.
Right,
I think
the Pro version.
i7, the Pro.
Yeah, it does have an i7 in it, I think.
If you're already crazy enough to buy a $700 tinkering handheld, you might as well spend $900.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I was kind of interested in, though, was the Atari VCS.
Heck yes, dude. I saw a video about that thing running PS2 games. Like, what in the what?
Why not? It's a Ryzen processor.
Yeah. And then they put in an internal M2 slot as well.
Yeah, you can run Windows on it. It allows you to install Windows or Linux or whatever.
Yeah.
If you think about it, for like $300, which is the price without the controllers and all that, you essentially have yourself a home theater PC setup.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was actually I was in Taki's Discord the other day about the this mysterious 199 device, and he was talking about some of the features that are possible and everything. And my first instinct, because as much as I love my Shield, I love combining all of my devices together. But I was telling him, please make sure that the dock has the audio return channel on it so it can control my entertainment center, please. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will see what happens. So Jimmy, SBCGaming, as I understand it, you started that, right? The subreddit and the Discord, or am I off base?
Nope, that was me. I started them.
What inspired starting such a crazy awesome subreddit? You guys are up to like 10K people now. It's ridiculous.
11.
Oh, I stand corrected. 11,000. Wow. Tell us the origin story.
Well, so essentially, I from what I recall on there, the origin story started when I was part of a Raspberry Pi subreddit, and really wanted to go. I got into RetroPie, and I noticed that there wasn't anything official for RetroPie, and so I originally just wanted to start an unofficial, maybe hopefully make it official, RetroPie Discord, and so we started that. We were getting some people coming in, and I met quite a bit of friends there, and people who are now my admins, such as Max and a few others, and it just kept growing. We advertised it out, but I mean, it kept growing, and I think right now, as of this year, we're really starting to see even bigger growth than we had seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got all those tinkerers just coming out of the woodwork right now.
Yeah, a lot of that, and really, and what we've noticed is that it's not so much of people with Raspberry Pis. I mean, there's still plenty of that, but we're also seeing a lot of people participate in the subreddit who are fans of handheld devices, because that's where a lot of that's coming from.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really, for anything this year, with movies and TV shows and video games being delayed and delayed and delayed, I don't think it's a big stretch to think that a lot of people, especially those of the nerdier variety, look back and were like, now, should I play ActRaiser for Super Nintendo on my phone, or is there something else out there?
And the problem with playing on the phone is that, yeah, you can, but but you don't want to use the phone screen to go and control stuff on there. That sucks.
Yeah, that's garbage.
I wanted like an actual controller, and yes, you can add a controller onto your phone, but like you will also have your phone in a case, and who's to go and say that case will work with that controller?
Right. You can pick up a Kishi, but you're probably gonna have to take your case off, and I mean, you're not gonna walk around taking phone calls with the Kishi on there.
No,
it looks. I've done it, but it's not ideal. At the end of the day, like even though my Samsung Ultra has the best looking screen of all my devices, I don't game on there with the Kishi as much as I do with my Retroid Pocket or my 350 because it's just not a dedicated device. I still get notifications. I still get bothered by stuff. The news pops up, and I'm like, oh god.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to be, super deep into the Magus fight in Chrono, right? And then get a text message from my wife about bacon or whatever. That should takes me right out of it.
Now hold on. I want to receive a message about bacon. I'll come running home. Chthonox knows.
It's true.
Hey,
All of the bacon.
No, there is something. You're right. There is something about having a dedicated device, though, and we've hit on that briefly. But I find myself distancing myself from the phone more and more.
I hear you on that.
Like I made sure that my phone doesn't even vibrate. Like I don't even want to look at it for some reason. I don't know what my deal is. But if I can pick up a device, if I can play it on my Shield or something like that, or even on my computer, that's how I'm going to do something. I don't touch games or anything like that on my phone anymore. So
yeah, exactly. I went through a little phase there where I definitely did. I think I beat one of the Sonic games with the Kishi just because the Kishi's it's cool tech.
I mean, if I'm going to go play the Sonic games, the best Sonic, versions are on Android. The Sonic CD, Sonic 1, and Sonic 2.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I've never played the Android ports.
They're not really ports. They're technically recreations of the original game because it's set up so you obviously it's the same guy who did Sonic Mania as well. But actually, do you mind if I tell you that story about that? From what I understand,
yeah.
So,
tell me your tale.
So it was Christian Whitehead, and he was actually working on a proof of concept of a port of Sonic CD on iOS, and Sega did get wind of that, but instead of shutting it down, they actually allowed him to go and continue making that because he had developed an engine where he's recreating the game. He wasn't even like, it wasn't like just a, emulation. No, it's a recreation. And they built the game so that it could go and play on one widescreen up to 1080p. And they properly looped the music. They even included both the US and Japanese soundtracks, so you can switch between the two. A whole bunch, and added some other features like you could go and play as Tails or Knuckles. I think it was just Tails actually in Sonic CD, but they also fixed a couple of other things too. So then he does Sonic 1 and then Sonic 2. Now Sonic 2 is a personal favorite of mine. I grew up with that one years ago. And in this one, again, widescreen. It's got the full, 1080p, I believe, and even better, they actually finished the unfinished level of Palace Zone. Palace Zone was originally in Sonic 2, but if you ever, you'd have to do use a code to go and find out what that music sounded like, which, again, the music for me was not a fan of, but they finished the level, which was originally in the Sonic 2 beta. They finished the level and they even added in a custom boss, and you actually access it through the Mystic Cave Zone in the, pit of death.
So, I mean, Nintendo could take a page out of Sega's book here. Ugh. They shut down every project that anyone tries to start up.
Dude, it's amazing.
I mean, almost all companies do this, like Sony, Star Trek, that whole debacle.
The Nintendo lawyers are treating this shit like it's the Wild West,
Right?
Like they're just quick on the draw, man. The moment I see some fan project go up on Kotaku, I'm just like, oh fuck, that's getting shut down. Damn it! The moment it gets media attention, it's shut down.
Well, there's a reason, honestly, for Nintendo doing this, and I think it has to go and do with that infamous case of Donkey Kong and Universal versus Nintendo, Universal Pictures.
Oh yeah,
because they claimed that they owned King Kong and that Donkey Kong was infringing on their trademark. Well, Universal had to go and eat crow because it turns out that King Kong or whatever had, I believe, had entered the public domain at that point.
yeah.
But regardless, they're somebody at Nintendo needs to do a little bit of a reality check and say, now, is this good press for us or bad press for us? You know? They've already had problems with the Smash community, all right, with shutting down tournaments and stuff like that. So that's a lot of hate. And then, it's been how long since we had a main series Metroid game, and then somebody tries to do an upres or something like that, and they get shut down immediately? Come on.
Right. Or AM2R or whatever.
Right.
Oh,
Like I understand it from
there.
a legal perspective. I genuinely understand it, but at the same time, like, calm down a little bit,
and let's listen to Sega. I mean, they did this right. The Sonic Mania game is amazing. Like you can tell you can feel the passion in that developer's work. And I did not know that they then went and redid Sonic 1 through Sonic CD for Android. I need to try these out now. That blows my mind because Sonic Mania is probably my favorite of the new gen Sonics.
Yeah, because it was made by Sonic fans. Again, as Christian Whitehead worked with Pagoda West Games and what was his name on there? T. Lopes, who had already started, making music for the original project for a project that they were working on. I think it was him that was also doing that, but they had actually worked on a project for the Sonic 2 HD, where they were going to make a complete HD remake of Sonic 2, which I think is still in production. But
there is that point though with these fan games, because some of them are amazing. Like another Metroid 2 remake, that thing's amazing.
Right.
Okay,
right?
It's polished, it's clean, it's fantastic. Like, at what point does somebody at Nintendo go, maybe instead of like threatening these people with legal action, we should hire them?
Yeah.
I mean, Sega did the same thing, though. Sega. Do you guys know about the Streets of Rage remake? Streets of Rage remake was like a remake of Streets of Rage, 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think mostly using the newer kind of graphics, but it's great. It's great. Take a look at it. Yeah.
Looping back around to SBC, so you guys got your subreddit, and you started with out as a RetroPie community, and then quickly expanded into everything that it is now. At what point did you guys say, "Hey, let's make a Discord and see if that sticks"? Because the Discord you guys are rocking.
Yeah, I think that was actually kind of close to after the Reddit was made. I'd have to double check the dates, but I made the Discord, got all that set up, and it's just really just hit off.
Yeah, I was looking at numbers just today actually, and I'm like, man, yeah, you guys got something going over there. I'm actually been lucky enough to be one of the admins, or maybe I'm a mod. I can't even remember, but I need to. It's been fun to just see behind the scenes, and there's a funny story about that Smacks keeps bringing up. If someone keeps like coming in and trying to downvote everything in the Reddit,
that thing, yeah.
Yeah, then I see that like once a week where he's like, "Hey, every post got downvoted again. Can you guys please come in here and undo that?" And so like I'm like, "All right." And you guys have like a 40 to 50 posts a day hitting there, so the amount of time that would take to come in.
So about that story, so you want to hear it?
Yeah, please. Give us some dirty laundry here. Come on.
All right. So essentially, from what we understand, at least what we suspect, because we're not like 100% sure, but we're pretty sure this was happening, is that Smacks also posts. He does a whole lot of work for us. I mean, he's invaluable. But he posts daily stuff, SBC related, but also stuff like history of retro games and such. And I don't know, just some people do not like that at all.
Don't tell us our history.
Yeah, they don't like it when you post stuff about history of such and such game or whatever. And so someone had posted no one wants to go and see that shit, and et cetera, and blah, 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 blah. And then, so I think he banned him for that. And then,
the nerd rage has begun.
And so now they are going and just downloading every post, and at one point they were just reporting reporting it as spam or reporting it as not related.
But it's like every day and every single post for months now. I've been seeing this stuff crop up
every single post, but it's like every single non-SBC post or something like that. I'm not sure.
That's dedication to being a troll. And for what? Because a guy was banned on the internet for probably being a jackass?
It's vigilante modding. Is that what that is?
The fact, though, is that we're getting that, and it's been months. Like, you could have done that a month, and then that would have been like, here's my revenge, here's my middle finger. But you're keeping it up, and I think it's been past a year.
Oh,
I think it's over a year, actually.
That's a lot.
The time they could be bettering the world. They could be bettering the human.
Yeah, turn that passion toward curing cancer or something, man.
Yeah. Oh God, we were driving home tonight, and we saw this billboard that says by like Kaiser Permanente that said the only kind of cancer we treat is yours. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
what does that mean, dude?
What kind of dark? I get it. They're trying to say you're special. Whatever kind of cancer you have, you matter. But like, the only cancer we treat is yours. Like, are you telling me? Are you giving me a premonition? Like, fuck off, billboard.
What do you mean?
I'm in control of my life.
No, you need to tell me what you mean right now.
Like, there's like this smiling lady, and
you call the 1-800 number on there. What the fuck are you talking about?
You just threatened me.
Okay, guys. So it's been a year and a half.
Wow, that's impressive.
That is some trolling.
It started roughly around July of 2019.
Oh, I've only seen 6 months of it myself, but wow. Dear listeners, please go to SBCGaming subreddit and upvote every post that comes in, because we have some BS. And
also subscribe to the SBCGaming podcast, of which I've had both of you guys on.
Right.
This is a cross podcast episode.
I got a little stressed out just from one user in the Retroid Handhelds the other day, and that was it. Like, I can't imagine dealing with a dude for 18 months that does nothing but fuck with like one person. It's
ban them. Reddit will not find who it was and ban them. And what stops them from just getting a different VPN and just doing it all over again?
Dude, he could be like helping the elderly or something. Like, he could be doing things with that time.
It's just that sort of like, I don't know, it's just that sort of dedication. Like, why? For over a year and a half.
Like, what is he doing? Like, he's just sitting there making his like craft noodles just a day on the daily. Like, post. Oh, how dare they? I'm gonna downvote that.
I mean,
with my whole downvote.
Maybe he got some sort of single board compute model like a Raspberry Pi and wrote a script for it, right? Maybe he has a bot that does nothing but downvote.
Maybe you need to make him an admin.
Ooh.
I don't know who it is. And that's still like, more dedication than I would. Like, I don't get it.
Like, it just inverse that passion. And he's like just your greatest like fan and your greatest asset.
I don't know. Sounds like an apology may be in order. That's all I'm saying.
We need to have just some therapy, some like cross Discord therapy sessions for people who've been banned. Like, let's hug it out. Let's hug it out, Tally. Oh, sorry.
Oh shit, that's a call out. No. Goddamn.
I mean, we've unbanned some people before, but like,
we need a Discord that's just for admins of other Discords.
Yeah, like event session support group. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I get it. Like,
oh man. So what's going on with SBCGaming in the future? You got any expansion plans? Or are you just going to keep on trucking?
Well, I mean, I need to get back into doing the podcast. I put it on hold, just because like the holidays and such like that. There's just so much going on, but I think I'm going to start again.
Yeah, we get that. We took a break on Game of the Month, definitely. So we need to get that going again.
Yeah, I think I'll probably start. I think I'm going to start, with my new job. I think I'll just start doing recordings on, Saturdays maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Saturdays seem easier.
Yeah, but and I've been, like I said, been playing a lot with the Pi 400, and also I found the best new emulators or slash RetroArch core, which is the new DOSBox Pure.
Do you say DOSBox Pure?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been hearing about this.
Details.
It's great.
Dying to play DOSBox Pure.
You're a big fan of DOS games?
Oh yeah, if I can have a DOS box that actually works.
So this one will work very well with. I noticed that performance has been way better than if I installed regular DOSBox at all. It's been way better on the Pi 400 than if I have DOSBox,
Mm-hmm.
just performance wise.
Does it work with GLES 2 by any chance, or 2.1?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check.
It's just generally more optimized, is what you feel.
Yeah. Yes, it works a lot better. It's running again, and also you get the features from RetroArch and better controller compatibility.
Good. I'm very happy to hear that. I would love to load up Lemmings or Heartlight on one of these devices.
It'd be great. I tried it. I have Lemmings.
Yeah. I mean, I can run. My favorite game is EGA Trek, which is a early Star Trek clone from like the 80s, which can run on a potato. But man, DOSBox Pure, just the configuration of it, I was reading, is like way easier. You don't have to mess with all your different like IRQ channels and figure out what your sound card needs to be.
Exactly.
Oh, that's great. Good. Wow.
And of course, you also get the features that you can load directly from a zip file. You can run the game if it's zipped up. Save states.
Excuse me. Did you say? Wait, did you just say? For all my DOS ROMs, you have to have 1,000 files in their individual folders, which take forever to upload to Google Drive and forever to parse through. So if you have zip files as the entire game file, that is a game changer.
Yes.
What?
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
What the fuck?
Well, I know what I'm going to be screwing with for the next week. Jeez.
Yeah, you can install it on RetroPie. You just have to kind of work. You just kind of have to do it a little bit manually, but it's not too difficult. I did it, and like I said, it works. It works wonderfully. Like for example, one of the games I really like playing.
He's paralyzed with pleasure.
Jazz Jackrabbit works great. Full
there you go. There you go, Chthonox.
Fuck yes.
There you go. Your
that's the only thing I really care about.
Because
that's all that matters.
Jazz Jackrabbit runs jazzy janky on the Retroid Pocket 2 with older versions of DOSBox. I can never configure like the CPU right to make it run smooth. So that's.
I'm actually kind of curious if it will allow you to install that core or not. I know that there's been a whole big thing with RetroArch and how you can install cores.
I'll sideload it. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Honey Badger don't care.
I'll try it on the Shield. That probably is the easiest place to do it because everything works.
Yeah, probably not a bad plan. Not a bad plan because the Shield would. I mean, the Shield would definitely run it. The Shield TV is like a great. I own one. I own two.
It's a brute level compute force.
Yeah, I might have to replace one of mine though. I've been having some Bluetooth issues. I'm not sure if it's the Bluetooth with the. I have a Harmony hub. I'm not sure if it's the Bluetooth issue with that or if it's a Bluetooth issue with the Shield TV itself, but I might try to wipe it. Otherwise, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking about all the DOS games I'm going to be playing this week. This is going to be good.
I was going to say, I've had to delete so many of my games because they just take too long to parse through. Like every DOS game could have hundreds of little tiny files. Like we're talking like, what's the DOS project that has like every game, like it's like 300 gigs or something. Was Exodos? Yeah, Exodos. I could actually have that collection, and that would be feasible because you will fuck your hard drive if you have a DOS collection normally that's bigger than, I don't know, 1,000 games. It's just too many files.
So what's your favorite DOS games? What's your top 5 DOS games?
Okay, here we go. Commander Keen, number 1. Duke Nukem, the originals, not the 3D. Jazz Jackrabbit, that'd be number 3. Oregon Trail, and EGA Trek.
I know, so you're a big fan of side scrollers.
Yes, yeah, oh yeah.
The only thing I'd knock off that list is EGA Track, and then I would add Heartlight onto the end of it because that's a really awesome puzzle game. That's it.
All right, for me, and I won't add Doom or Wolfenstein 3D or like a first-person shooter. Duke Nukem 2, I prefer that one. Jazz Jackrabbit. What else is there? Epic Pinball was one of my favorites. It's from the Epic Mega games. Some of the old Apogee games, like
yeah.
One of them is like Realms of Chaos. It's a 2D side-scrolling game. And let me see the third one. I also like Lemmings. Lemmings is fun.
Oh yeah, Lemmings is great.
And a couple of other ones. Mario Teaches Typing.
Yeah, nice.
I learned how to type from it. I can type 90 words per minute on a bad day.
I learned from Type of the Dead.
Ooh, good choice. That's a very good one. You can play Typing of the Dead. I actually tried with Twister OS, and I was able to play Typing of the Dead.
Nice.
There's a Super Street Fighter 2 was on it too. I don't know if any of you guys remember that one.
I mean, I've never played Street Fighter on the PC before, but I'm intrigued.
You know what actually was not bad though was Earthworm Jim and Earthworm Jim 2 on PC.
And also, I have to vouch and throw a name in the ring. Tomb Raider and Twisted Metal 2 are decent on the PC, which I think they're DOS.
I remember I actually knew someone who had a copy of Bleem. Bleem was like the PlayStation emulator. Yeah, Bleem really pissed Sony off because again, it was released, that could run on most people's home PCs at that time. If they had a decent PC, it could run on it, and it was for a console that was still being actively manufactured and games made on it.
That's right. I had that on my E-machines. Yeah.
It wouldn't have run on my old Packard Bell though, sadly.
I think our E-machines ran like a AMD Athlon X2 or something crazy like that. Like, no. Our family's E-machines had a Celeron. What am I talking about? But it did run Bleem, and it actually worked, and I could play Delta Force. So that's all that mattered.
Man, I bought Final Fantasy VII for PC, right?
Yeah.
I tried it on 4 different computers in the house, and not a single one of them worked. Not one of them. It took like a decade before I could play it on PC when I bought my Radeon 9800 Pro, right?
Oh, that was the best graphics card.
It was until fucking BioShock came out, and they had Shader Model 2.0, and you couldn't play fucking BioShock on it.
Well, I know Chthonox is nuts about BioShock. She's like, you got to play BioShock. And I'm like, I will when I'm ready.
Yeah, I can't say playing it, but it needs to happen because fuck that story.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I'm ready to play it, and it's been remastered.
You need to quit screwing around with Barbie games, all right?
The original BioShock's great. You could probably skip BioShock 2 and then play Infinite. So you could play 1 and 3. BioShock and then Infinite.
That's what you say too.
Yeah, no, 2. 2, whatever.
I can skip 2, right?
Yeah, you can skip that.
But BioShock and BioShock Infinite need to
Infinite was fantastic as well. Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Yes,
well, I own these games, and they're
they're sitting right there. I've asked you to install them. I don't
know.
Even know how many times.
And I double on them as part of, I think, Game Pass or PS Now.
Probably.
So I have no excuse.
You really.
So don't. you have all of these games on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
So you have no excuses whatsoever.
And I also.
His excuse is he has too many games and can't decide, so instead spends like 3 hours looking through all of them trying to pick one, and then
that's why
it's time to go to bed.
That's why, at least for the ROM side of things, Hav, please, your randomizer in Reset Collections. When you're editing this episode, just a randomizer, give it to me. I need it because see the problem that we run into here.
Stubbs Smeagol hands come out. Let's do this.
My precious.
You spoke about Commander Keen though, And there's a port called Commander Genius, which allows you to go and play like the original Keen games. It's part of RetroPie.
Really? I love those games.
Yeah. Oh, I remember playing Commander Keen 4, and I had a Gravis joystick.
Revenge of the Babysitter.
I think it was Aliens 8.
Aliens Ate My Babysitter.
It was number 4. It was number 4. I specifically remember it.
Oh, it's Secret of the Oracle. Yeah, and he has his pogo stick, jumping through the mountains, and there's the ice world. Oh, and the jungle. I never played this game, by the way. This is I'm talking. I have these fond memories, but I've only played Commander Keen 1 and 2, I think.
Oh, you didn't play, and all the Dreams?
Yeah, no. I'm talking out of my butt.
There's so many classic games though, man. When you look at the ROM list for DOS games and Super Nintendo games alone, between the two, you have to make a decision on what you're gonna do, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean,
I see these people who are like, I'm gonna get a 1 terabyte SD card and load every fucking ROM I got on. I'm like, dude, you're never gonna play games. You're never gonna play games.
No. Instead, buy a 16 gigabyte memory card.
Right? Yeah.
And put like 4 games. Yeah, or 10 games.
Yeah.
And then you play them all, you beat them all, and then you clear it out, load new games. Problem solved.
You got to have a priority. It wasn't until the 20th century, actually, that the human race made the word priorities. Like there's multiple priorities, but that does not make any goddamn sense. Because a priority should be just one thing that you focus on, and that's
singular.
How you beat games. Singular, you focus on one game until you beat it.
And then you make sure you have retro achievements active so you can judge yourself when you don't do it. So Stubbs stares intensely at Stubbs.
I know. My dopamine just starts firing off. Like, oh, there's an achievement for that.
Some of those retro achievements are really difficult. Like, there's one for Sonic 3 where you have to do the first Emerald, Chaos Emerald special stage. You have to run it backwards.
Oh,
pass.
No.
And essentially, it's like Sonic moonwalking. They're making a moonwalk reference.
I just beat Sonic for the Neo Geo Pocket, I believe it was Sonic Pocket. Like a month ago, I beat that, and that was a crazy hard game. I beat it, but just by the seat of my pants. That final instance of Eggman just drove me crazy. And then Metal Sonic, he's going through and screwing up my life.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was just like a kind of rehash of the original games.
It was, but it was definitely its own beast.
I'm not a masochistic gamer at all. Like, if something really pisses me off, I'm like, I'm fucking done.
Whatever Demon Souls.
I haven't even started. I haven't even taken it out of the package.
Whatever. Ghost of Tsushima.
Badass. All right. That's a different situation. Okay. If I can scream, "You fucker," at my TV and then get up and stab him in the throat, that's what I'm going to do. All right. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the shit that just kills you over and over and over and over and over again. And you have no idea why.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter, Demon Souls,
Super Meat Boy.
I mean, I was stuck on Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater for a solid while towards the end of the game there. I was like, what is going on?
And then the Xbox crashed.
Oh God. I was playing on my sweet ass Series X, and I was enjoying the game, totally upscaled. It was fucking sweet looking. And then I got to the end of the game, and what's her name? Your mentor, the boss. She's just killing me left and right. And people are on the internet are like, no, she's no big deal. You got this. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I hadn't saved the game for like 4 hours before I got to her because I'm stupid because PS2 era games don't autosave every time you do anything. And so then the Xbox crashed. I finally got that last shot in and just boom. I look over at Chthonox. I was like, did the Series X just fucking crash on me? She's like, I think it did. I'm like, oh God, my save file better be there. Load it up. And it's nothing. I'm like hours behind earlier in the game. And I'm like, we're going in the hot tub. I can't do this right now. She's like, okay, let's take the night off. And I said, no, as soon as we get out of the hot tub, I'm going straight back to that game.
Very dedicated to beat it that night.
And I beat it in half the time. I got back to the last boss a quarter of the time. And I beat the game, roll credits, high five. And that's just the greatest thing that I've done with my life so far to date. So continue, please. Please.
Oh, shit. That's good stuff, dude. We've all had those moments. I'll cut all the silence out. We're sitting here giggling.
I had never seen the Series X crash even once yet, and that was the first time at like the worst possible moment when I hadn't forethought to save my damn game.
Well, thinking about this, I kind of want to get the Series X because I know that I can go and play all those old, most of the old, or at least the good original Xbox games and Xbox 360 games, and the Xbox.
We got RetroArch loaded on it.
Yeah, and there's the RetroArch. I mean, it works well. I would say that compared to the One X, it's not going to blow your mind that much for playing the older games. Like, I definitely loaded up some like Xbox original games like MX Unleashed and Black, and it upscales them. And Psychonauts, I haven't played that one yet, but
you need to play it. It's really good.
As far as I can tell, it upscales them to 4K for sure, but like I don't know. Like the One X also upscales them to 4K.
Yeah.
I guess the Series X auto HDRs, which I guess is cool.
Hey, just the fact I can play them though.
The fact you can play them is cool.
Yeah, like I can't get my PS4 to go and play PS1 games or PS2 games or PS3.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is fucking silly, and one of the
very silly,
very few things that I hate on Sony for. Oh, besides selling 304 black PS5s, that was really shitty. I'm pretty ass hurt about that personally.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, this looks freaking sweet, and look at it's like the PS2 look at the buttons, and it's already sold out, and there's no chance in hell
they made 304 of them. That's it.
That's
why.
To celebrate the PS2 anniversary or whatever.
Yeah, it was a limited run.
And why 304?
March 4th, I think, was the PS
original release
date.
Yeah, and it's done. It's over. There's no chance in hell. Those things are going to be sold on eBay for $5,000.
Yeah.
So
I'm happy with my white PS5. The fact that I even have a PS5 is beyond a miracle. I'm not going to complain and say I need it in black, but I do need it in black.
I've got my enamel paint on the way, so I'm just going to paint mine. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I got myself for Christmas a VR headset.
Nice. Which one?
The Oculus Rift S.
Sweet. That's a great headset.
This is a Quest 2 household, sir. You're going to need to leave.
I mean, hey.
I couldn't find a Quest 2.
No, we've been Quest 2ing quite a bit over the last couple of months. It's pretty fantastic.
I'd get one if they had one.
Oh, are they sold out again?
Yeah, they were selling out.
Ah.
But I mean, I didn't go and play. I didn't plan on playing the Oculus, by itself at all.
Yeah. So how have you been enjoying it?
I like it. I've been playing some VR chat. I'm like waiting because I'm going to be doing some reconfiguration in my room to actually play some of the other stuff like Beat Saber. But
yeah,
I've been playing some VR chat. I've also been playing the Super Mario 3D All Stars that I got the physical copy.
Huh.
Cool.
That is cool.
I still haven't started Myst yet, I know, but I have been playing The Climb, and like I don't get sick on roller coasters or anything like that, but like when I look down, I get that tiny bit of spin. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of spinnies. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of flying games kind of give me that feeling in VR in general.
Mm-hmm.
You look down, and you're like, oh no.
Stubborn. I was just thinking about something about what Thor mentioned about frustrating games. You know what game he'd really enjoy?
What?
He'd probably enjoy Getting Over It.
What's Getting Over It?
Oh, is that the one with the dude in the pot with the hammer?
Yep.
Oh. God.
No.
No.
No, it sounds
Look,
scary.
Anyone who plays that for fun is a psychotic.
I play games to have fun,
institutionalized.
Not because I hate myself. All right.
I play games that will treat me like I'm a drug addiction.
Yeah.
Or backwards. The game's drug addiction, and they have retro achievements or regular achievements or trophies.
My parents actually got me a copy of Battletoads for the Genesis, so you know.
Hey.
Oh,
I don't know. I need to check Stubbs' retro achievements. Make sure he's platinum all the Barbie games. That's all.
Hey, I'm getting a pretty good. There's some achievements for that VR level on Barbie Explorer. I'm getting pretty decent. I haven't played it in a while. I need to pick it back up.
Haven't broke the world
you knock the rust off. World record.
Well, I'm waiting to play retro games. I know, and I will. You know that I'm in 5th place.
AGDQ 2022 Stubborn Pixel.
I'm waiting because I have
running the Barbie game.
I have a Jungle Green, fantastic RP2 on the way. That's all black buttons.
Ooh.
All black, because I begged them and they said no, and I said please. They said okay, but don't tell anybody. So I'm not telling anybody. I'm not advertising that you can go to sales at Go Retroid and ask for custom buttons and they'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Don't do that. They don't do that. They said no. So,
and they definitely won't send you extra button sets either if you want them. Don't do that either.
Yeah, they won't make little custom things. So anyways, I'm waiting for that to show up, and then I'm going to play a lot more retro games and switch out of my modern gaming phase a bit. That's the plan.
Yeah, we're definitely stuck in our modern games, aren't we, right now?
We are. And Population 1 on VR, that's like my big thing. Chthonox and I and Ryan really been playing the hell out of that.
Cool.
It's been a lot of fun. Just definitely something different, but something awesome.
I'm not really a Fortnite player, but it definitely is the Fortnite of VR. And that's okay. Hey, you can fly around. You can climb buildings. You can shoot people. You have to be the last one standing. Pew, pew.
Can't go wrong. And I still need to pick up Myst.
Yeah, I still do, but it's like $30. Not on
sale. We keep talking about it, and none of us pulls the trigger on it except for.
I know, but I need to.
Like,
yeah, I know.
A VR game for $30. When you look at it, you're like, it's really on the fence. Is there really $30 worth of content?
A holiday sale. Come on.
And it wasn't on holiday sale. Half-Life Alyx, $45, which is crazy, but it's Half-Life, and it's kind of like the only Half-Life 3 we're going to get. So
first Half-Life game in like 15 years or something.
Yeah. So that those are the only. And Beat Saber, buy Beat Saber at any price, price point.
Yeah. I'm definitely getting Beat Saber, and I do want to play Alyx.
Get Pistol Whip as well.
Oh, Pistol Whip. Gotta get Pistol Whip. It's a must-have.
Yep.
Must-have.
Ooh. We love you, Hav.
So yeah, I guess let's wrap it up, guys. We're at about an hour. Jimmy, where do people go to find this SBC Gaming Land?
Well, they can go to SBCGaming.net. They can look up the subreddit r/SBCGaming, and I also link them to the Discord.
And there's a podcast.
And there's a wiki.
Ooh.
All the spicy knowledge at your fingertips.
That was
right
just,
there.
That was such. Oh shit! Like I felt it from here.
There is a wiki. Well, cool. It's been great having you on, man. Thor, as always, we have fun here. You wanna close us out, buddy?
Yeah. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in again. We love you all, and happy gaming. This has been your latest episode of BRB Gamer. I'm Thor.
Stubborn Pixel.
Chthonox.
And Jimmy Russells.
Oh.
And we'll catch you guys later.